Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode on Topic to Topic. We're diving into 50 beginner-level Wireshark questions, rapid-fire style. Let's go.
Yup, whether you're preparing for an interview, learning the basics, or just curious about Wireshark basics, we've got you covered.
We're running through 50 beginner-level Wireshark questions, quick, clear, and straight to the point.
Exactly. I'll be answering each question in a simple, easy-to-understand way. No complicated tech talk.
So grab a notebook, or sit back and absorb. Let's make Wireshark make sense.
Alright, let's dive in.
Question 1. What is Wireshark?
Wireshark is a free and open-source packet analyzer used for network troubleshooting and analysis.
Question 2. What is a packet?
A packet is a small chunk of data transmitted over a network.
Question 3. What is packet sniffing?
It's capturing and analyzing network packets using tools like Wireshark.
Question 4. Who uses Wireshark?
Network admins, security analysts, ethical hackers, and developers.
Question 5. Is Wireshark legal?
Yes, as long as you're capturing traffic on networks you own or have permission to monitor.
Question 6. Is Wireshark free?
Yes, it's completely free and open source.
Question 7. What platforms support Wireshark?
Windows, Linux, Mac OS, and others.
Question 8. Do you need admin rights to capture packets?
Yes, you typically need admin, root privileges to sniff interfaces.
Question 9. What's WinPCAP, NPCAP?
It's the packet capture library used by Wireshark on Windows.
Question 10. How do you start a capture in Wireshark?
Select an interface and click the blue shark fin icon.
Question 11. Can Wireshark capture encrypted traffic?
Yes, but it can't decrypt it unless you have the appropriate keys or SSL decryption enabled. Question
12. What is a network interface in Wireshark?
It's the hardware, software point that Wireshark listens on to capture traffic, e.g., Ethernet, Wi-Fi.
Question 13. Can Wireshark capture wireless traffic?
Yes, but your Wi-Fi card must support monitor mode.
Question 14. What is promiscuous mode?
It lets your network interface capture all packets, not just ones addressed to it.
Question 15. What is monitor mode?
It captures all wireless traffic, even packets not addressed to you, mostly used in Wi-Fi sniffing.
Question 16. What does the top pane show?
It lists all captured packets in a timeline view.
Question 17. What is the middle pane?
It shows the protocol layers for the selected packet.
Question 18. What is the bottom pane for?
It displays the raw hexadecimal and ASCII representation of the packet data.
Question 19. Can you filter packets in Wireshark?
Absolutely, that's one of its strongest features.
Question 20. What is a display filter?
It filters what is shown in the packet list after capture.
Question 21. What is a capture filter?
A filter that limits what gets captured, set before starting the capture.
Question 22. Can you combine filters?
Yes, you can use operators like and, or, and, not.
Question 23. Example of a display filter for HTTP?
HTTP.
Question 24. Filter to show only traffic from a specific IP?
IP.src == 192.168.1.10.
Question 25. Filter to show only TCP traffic?
TCP.
Question 26. What is TCP three-way handshake?
It's how two systems establish a TCP connection, SYN, SYN-ACK, ACK.
Question 27. Can Wireshark show TCP handshake?
Yes, just filter with TCP. Flags.syn == 1.
Question 28. What's the difference between TCP and UDP in Wireshark?
TCP shows a connection, with sequence numbers. UDP is simpler and connectionless.
Question 29. How can you find DNS traffic?
Use the filter, DNS.
Question 30. What is ARP in Wireshark?
Address Resolution Protocol. It maps IP addresses to MAC addresses.
Question 31. Can Wireshark detect malware?
Yes, indirectly. You can see suspicious patterns or connections.
Question 32. Can Wireshark help detect slow network issues?
Yes, by analyzing delays, retransmissions, or packet loss.
Question 33. Can Wireshark be used for VoIP analysis?
Yes, it supports SIP and RTP protocols.
Question 34. How do you export packets?
Go to File right pointing arrow Export right pointing arrow packet dissections.
Question 35. How do you save a capture?
File right pointing arrow Save as right pointing arrow Choose PCAP or PCAPNG format.
Question 36. What is TCP stream analysis?
It lets you follow a full conversation between two hosts. Use Follow TCP stream.
Question 37. Can you reconstruct files in Wireshark?
Sometimes, if the protocol allows it, like HTTP file downloads.
Question 38. What's a coloring rule in Wireshark?
It highlights packets based on filters to make them easier to spot.
Question 39. What are expert info messages?
They show potential problems in the traffic, like errors or retransmissions.
Question 40. What does malformed packet mean?
It means the packet didn't follow expected protocol structure. Could be an error or an attack.
Question 41. Should Wireshark be run on production systems?
Only if you know what you're doing. It can reveal sensitive data.
Question 42. Can attackers use Wireshark?
Yes, it's also used by attackers for recon or credential sniffing.
Question 43. How do you anonymize captures?
Use tools or Wireshark options to hide IPs and sensitive info before sharing.
Question 44. What does RST flag mean in TCP?
It resets the connection, usually due to an error or closed port.
Question 45. Can you decrypt HTTPS in Wireshark?
Only if you have the private key or use a browser with SSL debug logs.
Question 46. Where can I find Wireshark tutorials?
The official Wireshark website, YouTube, and cybersecurity forums.
Question 47. Is Wireshark used in certifications?
Yes, especially in CompTIA Security Plus, CHE, and PCAP exams.
Question 48. Can you use Wireshark in virtual machines?
Yes, but make sure the VM network adapter is properly configured.
Question 49. What is Chark?
Wireshark's command line version for scripting or headless environments.
Question 50. Final question. What's the #1 tip for beginners in Wireshark?
Start small, capture short sessions and apply filters step by step. Don't try to understand everything at once.
And that's all 50 questions. Nicely done.
Remember, mastering the basics is the first step to a secure digital world.
If this helped, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, Topic to Topic, and drop your toughest Wireshark question in the comments.
Stay safe online, and we'll see you in the next episode.